like 2 years from now, if things go according to plan, I imagine we'll have some sort of banking app that is powered by all of our underlying software. You know, worst case scenario, something like 3, 4, 5 years. But I think like these things are on the horizon. It's really a matter of like the legality is fuzzy enough right now that it's just not worth trying to kick up a DeFi financial institution. Like we can create like a Swiss financial institution for like 100K, and then try to like, you know, have it powered by DeFi underlying. But right now, there's no regulatory framework in place to actually execute on that. So it's like, okay, we could spend 100K and, you know, 1,000 development hours doing this, and then 6 months later, it might just like be invalidated by regulation. So that's like the main blocker right now, because we have like a lot of, you know, UX designers, front end engineers ready to make like a user friendly experience, but usership is not there, and then beyond that, the regulatory frameworks aren't in place to actually make smart decisions. So we're just, everybody's just building, getting ready for like Uniswap or somebody to bite the bullet and try to fight this, and try to get us to a space where at the very least we know what to do, and hopefully it doesn't involve KYCing every single person out the ass, you know, and, you know, knowing your grandma's name and her grandma's name and everybody's grandma's name and shit. But you know, it is a time game, and it depends mostly on regulation right now, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the soonest timeline that I know right now that we're probably going to know when kind of how to move a little bit is probably Q3 of next year. Like, so
That'd be awesome.
most of the people getting elected is, or I mean, there's going to be the midterms here in the United States in November, and then
Yeah.
of course they're not going to drop regulation on us right now when they're trying to get their fucking jobs right now. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're probably going to wait. It's so, you know, once they come in on November and stuff, December,
Yeah.
then more than likely they'll start drafting bills second quarter, and then try to get them, you know, third, fourth quarter of next year, and then we'll really kind of know where their heads are at basically, and then you can probably
Yeah.
do like more concentrated moves from there.
Yeah. Our tax advisor was like, you know, a really, you know, jacked up IRS guy for a while, and and basically his rule of thumb is generally SEC financial regulation, et cetera. You know, for all the squawking they do, they're generally going to be 3 years behind. So when things were kicking up, late 2020, early 2021, that's when ICOs started getting litigated against. And now, you know, over the next year, we might see Uniswap entering the equation. And then over time, like a lot of that will be applied, and frameworks will start to be built. And, you know, now we can talk to our lawyers and say, hey, you know, here's a path that has been taken and maybe has been litigated against, you know, unsuccessfully, which would be cool. But yeah, it's just like right now, no paths are illuminated, and being a trailblazer is fucking expensive, and we don't have VC money to burn. So unfortunately, we're kind of treading like right behind the industry leaders as far as legal goes, and trying to stay ahead of them in tech so that they can take all the punches from the courts, and then we can like swoop in and take their framework and you know, apply it to our own stuff. That's the plan, at least. We're evil.
So I mean, so what's the best way to support